A company reportedly received a $500 million bill for 1 month of artificial intelligence use. 1 month. Not a multi-year transformation program, not a data center build-out, not a major acquisition. 1 month of AI consumption. The company has not been publicly confirmed, and speculation should be ignored. But the warning is real. The reported issue was not that the AI tool existed. The issue was that usage was allowed to expand without the right controls, limits, approvals, budget discipline, or executive visibility. That is not an AI problem. That is a governance problem. And if your enterprise discovers the same thing is happening inside your organization, the response cannot be slow. Information technology cannot wait for the next steering committee. Information technology cannot wait for the next quarterly business review. Information technology must be immediate. This is what runaway AI spend can look like. Employees experiment, teams upload documents, prompts get longer, agents run tasks, models are used for low-value work, departments consume without budget ownership. The meter keeps moving. And by the time finance sees the full exposure, the bill is no longer just a software expense. Information technology is a board-level failure of cost control. AI spend is not the same as AI value. Usage is not success, adoption is not return on investment, and excitement is not governance. Red zone. Stop the bleeding. This is the red zone. The red zone is where risk must be identified and contained before information technology becomes a financial event. If your company discovers runaway AI consumption, the first step is simple. Stop the bleeding. Immediately freeze uncontrolled expansion. Suspend non-essential AI usage. Disable high-cost features that are not business critical. Restrict access to approved users only. Turn off unmanaged agentic workflows. Block unauthorized model tiers. Place emergency spend caps on the platform. Activate real-time budget alerts. And require executive approval for any high-volume or high-cost use. This is not about killing innovation. Information technology is about stopping uncontrolled exposure. If a cloud workload can trigger a shutdown threshold, AI usage should trigger one too. If a procurement contract has spend limits, AI consumption must have spend limits. If an employee can generate material cost with a prompt, then the enterprise needs prompt-level financial controls. The second immediate action is to create an AI cost incident team, not just information technology, not just finance. This requires finance, procurement, information technology, legal, security, data privacy, and the business owners using the tool. Finance must quantify exposure. Procurement must review the contract. Information technology must control access. Security must assess data and system risk. Legal must review obligations and vendor terms. Privacy must determine whether sensitive data was processed. Business owners must justify the use cases, and executive leadership must decide what continues, what pauses, and what stops. If nobody owns the consumption, nobody owns the risk. Yellow zone. Find the cause and prove the value. This is the yellow zone. The yellow zone is proof. After the bleeding stops, the company must determine what actually happened. Who used the tool? Which departments consumed the most? Which model tiers were used? Were employees using expensive models for low-value tasks? Were large documents being uploaded repeatedly? Were agentic workflows running in loops? Were AP is being called without limits? Were there automated processes creating hidden usage? Was there any unauthorized data exposure? And most importantly, which usage created measurable business value? Because not all AI usage deserves to survive. Some use cases should continue, some should be redesigned, some should be moved to cheaper models, some should be restricted, some should be shut down immediately. A real proof of concept does not only ask whether AI works. Information technology asks whether AI works economically, securely, legally, and operationally at scale. That is what should have happened before broad access. Defined users, defined use cases, defined budget, defined success criteria, defined failure criteria, defined stop thresholds, and a clear decision process: proceed, pause, redesign, or reject. What should not happen is just as clear. AI should not be deployed like an unlimited buffet. Employees should not have uncontrolled access to premium model usage. Advanced models should not be used for trivial tasks. Agentic workflows should not run without execution limits. Departments should not consume AI without budget ownership, and leadership should not wait for the invoice to discover the exposure. That is financial negligence dressed up as transformation. Green zone. Govern AI like a strategic enterprise resource. This is the green zone. The green zone is governed readiness. In the green zone, AI is treated like a strategic enterprise resource, not a toy, not a blank check, not a runaway utility. AI access is role-based. Use cases are approved, budgets are assigned, Token usage is monitored. Model tiers are controlled. High-cost tasks require approval. Agentic workflows have limits. Dashboards show spend by department, user, tool, workflow, vendor, and business outcome. Finance sees the cost. Procurement governs the vendor. Information technology controls access. Legal reviews contract exposure. Security monitors risk. Privacy governs data use. And business owners prove value. That is what mature AI cost governance looks like. For executives and boards, the immediate question is no longer, are we using AI? The question is, can we control AI before AI controls the budget? Can we detect runaway usage before the invoice arrives? Can we prove value before scaling access? Can we stop waste before information technology becomes material? And can we separate real transformation from expensive experimentation? The companies that win with AI will not be the companies that spend the fastest. They will be the companies that govern the smartest. The framework is simple. Red, stop the bleeding, cap the spend, restrict access, and identify the risk. Yellow, investigate the usage, prove the value, and decide what should proceed, pause, redesign, or stop. Green, build governed readiness with budgets, dashboards, approvals, ownership, controls, and accountability. AI can create enormous value, but unmanaged AI can also create runaway spend, vendor dependency, data exposure, budget shock, and board-level embarrassment. A massive AI bill should not be treated as a curiosity. Information technology should be treated as a warning. In the AI era, cost control is governance, and governance must come before scale.